What's going on, guys? Erkan here, back with another video. I guess this is more so an update video than a breakers related video, but I guess it is slightly breakers related. I'm actually recording this video on my 25th birthday, which is October 2nd. I appreciate everybody giving me well wishes and whatnot. And I record this video today pretty much just to kind of say that you know, we've kind of, I guess, formed a sort of like legacy with breakers, and, you know, we've grown with breakers. And I've always kind of struggled with this conversation just because I don't want to disappoint people that have subbed to the channel for one thing. And, you know, I guess just make people upset. Because at the end of the day, I live to entertain. I love making people laugh. Despite the rage and whatnot, it is supposed to be in good spirits, you know, at the end of the day. But essentially, I just don't want to die on this hill, is basically what I want to say. I love breakers. I truly love this game, man, and I want it to work. And I still think there is a potential future for it. But right now, realistically, this is probably one of the worst months in my channel's history, in general. And this is a month that has been well, I guess this month just started. I guess more so talking about September than October. September was pretty rough. And then in September, I think it was primarily all breakers content. Not to say primarily that it hasn't always been breakers content, but, you know, I guess the month prior we did some multi-content, we did some Legends content here and there, and occasionally you'll see a Legends video. But essentially, and, you know, it's also, to be fair, something with the times, where, like, you know, as a season comes out, breakers will be popping off, subs will be coming in, views will be up, all that stuff. But right now, it's just kind of dawning on me that this is a very toxic kind of place to be as a creator. So I am going to be shifting focus entirely in the next coming weeks on Sparking Zero. And to some of you that might not be surprised, to some of you this may make a lot of sense, but for me, it's a little scary just because I've become kind of comfortable creating breakers content. It's basically the content I started making on my own solo. You know, I used to make content for a channel called 59 Gaming, but that was underneath an umbrella, and that kind of took the stress off a little bit. Of course, I always wanted to make the best content I could, but, like, this is for me, and it represents me fully in its entirety. So, you know, I take it a little bit personally. That's why sometimes, you know, you might see me taking things a little bit personally, the comments, because I care. I care about the feedback that you guys have regarding the content, regarding the game, and all that stuff. So, I pre-ordered Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. We're all ready to go. Throwing on some lo-fi just so we have something to kind of, I don't know, fill the empty void of silence. But for the remainder of this month, unless there is any news regarding the 2nd anniversary, I see Sparking Zero pretty much taking over for the channel. This isn't because I'm quitting breakers. This isn't because I don't like the game anymore. This isn't because I just don't want to do breakers content anymore. It is purely because there is nothing left to do with breakers. Now, I guess technically there are still some things I could do and have wanted to do. Some big projects like, you know, Raider guides, doing a video kind of like looking at breakers over the years and whatnot. But I don't know, I just call it laziness or whatnot. I just don't really see, I guess there's a point to doing the Raider videos, but I guess the, like, looking back on breakers and all that stuff, I just never came around to it. That's like a big project. But it's just, basically what I want to say is the breakers videos, although they might perform okay views wise, I'm not really doing this necessarily for the views. More so, I am interested in, like, growth, like generating a community. That's kind of more so what I'm interested in personally. It's a little loud, so I'm just gonna go back to more of the images. But that's more so what I'm personally interested in. And right now, like, even if a Legends video, views-wise, isn't doing that hot, it'll still pick up more subscribers than a breakers video that does more than double its views. It's kind of funny, and a lot of the guys have joked with me over the past that being the Breakers guy, whenever I stream or whenever I go live, I have the entire Breakers community watching. And with the lack of growth in the down periods, it truly does feel that way, because Legends is in one of the slowest periods of its lifespan, but I'm still seeing more growth doing a one-off summon video than I am just doing Breakers content. So basically what I'm trying to say is, for the healthiness of my channel, I think it would be unwise to just continue doing the just like Breakers videos with nothing going on. So for the rest of this week, you might see Breakers videos or maybe something one-off, but I would expect, unless there is something notable to cover for Dragon Ball The Breakers, for the rest of this month, I would expect Dragon Ball Sparking Zero content. This would include custom battles, this would include the story mode, online matches, all that stuff. At this point, I kind of leave it to you guys what you want to see for Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. I have some ideas kind of in my head that I'm bouncing around. I think it'd be really fun to do a bunch of custom battles, kind of akin to the old Mario Maker and like Happy Wheels days, and just playing custom battles, seeing what the community has made, seeing what you guys would make for me if you guys are open to doing that. You know, doing some like Rage series where you guys like make really hard balls to the walls custom battles and I try to beat them. I feel like that'd be really funny. Jerome, one of my editors, suggested doing a video where like we play for subs. Every person that beats me, I gift them a sub, essentially, like on stream or something. That could be really fun and funny. But I just feel like there's so much potential and so many ideas that we could pursue with Dragon Ball Sparking Zero as opposed to Breakers right now. But yeah, essentially, I just want to fill you guys in on, you know, my kind of thought process going forward with the channel and whatnot. Again, it has nothing to do with me like falling out of love with Breakers or not enjoying the game as much. I still love the game. It's just that currently, right now, there's not really much to do in the game. I hit Z5 with Raider. I hit Z5 with Survivor. I showcased everything that I possibly can. I don't really want to spend hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars to chase the Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta skill when, one, it's not even that great, and two, it would just probably be like a one-off video that I would like not do again, and it would definitely not make the money back. Not saying I'm doing this entirely for the money, but just like being responsible with my funds and whatnot. It doesn't really seem like something that's like kind of wise to do or pursue. But I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I said this on streams, I've said this in videos. Ideally, I would love to be in a situation where I am covering 3 Dragon Ball games, right? I mean, I would obviously be open and happy to cover more Dragon Ball games, but especially the ones that are currently live and ongoing, which are Dragon Ball Project Multi. I absolutely love and adore that game, and I really appreciate you guys checking into that. I know some of you, that's not your cup of tea, but I really love that game. And honestly, low-key, if things kind of go south with Breakers and the game truly does shut down, because we do not know. The fact, by the way, I did a whole video kind of talking about when we were supposed to hear about the 2nd anniversary of Dragon Ball The Breakers, and last year it was on September 29th. You have yet to hear anything regarding the 2nd anniversary so far. I don't know if they're doing 2 live streams like they did previously. It might be the case that they're not doing that. Maybe they're just doing the one at the end of the month. I think that makes a little sense, considering the fact that Daima in Sparking Zero is going to steal the spotlight from Breakers, understandably so, right? So, I don't know, it might not be all doom and gloom as much as it seems, but there could be a transitional period between, like, swapping producers. Keep in mind, I believe the last producer swap was in Season 3, and then Kotani took over for 4, 5, and 6. Left 6, and now we have a new producer, so I guess that 6th season is similar to the 3rd, where things were a little lacking, or things kind of prolonged a little bit too long, where, you know, Season 7, Season 4, things started to pick back up. So who knows, we could see a second win, but they definitely need to fix these region lock and coastal lock issues, because without that, it doesn't really matter what they add. We can't reliably play with one another. But again, I would love to be covering Breakers, Sparking Zero, and Multi on the channel kind of all together, and then Legends here and there, of course. I've actually kind of taken a back seat to Legends. I didn't hit the last God rank. It's not even the last God rank at this point, this one as well. I didn't hit it, and that's kind of all I needed to kind of just stop playing. The meta is very boring and has not changed at all whatsoever. And from my understanding, I don't believe this Tierlist is really shaking up the meta along with the Crusher Core and the Spirit Bomb Goku from the Tree of Might movie either. So I've kind of taken a back seat on Legends as well. But beyond that, I actually just kind of want to ask you guys in a general sense what videos you enjoy most from this channel, what type of content, whether it's the Rage, whether it's just compilations overall, if compilations are kind of your jam, whether it's just Rage or in general. I'm just like curious. I think my favorite form of content to consume on YouTube typically is like a best of a month or something like that, or a best of a season, for example, like for Breakers. Like whatever you guys want to see for this channel, whether we've done it before or have never done it before, or if there's somebody you want me to collaborate with, or if you want me to try to get a group of creators together, please let me know. Sparking Zero is going to be a crazy time. You're going to see a lot of creators coming together, doing tournaments and whatnot. I imagine, hoping that I would be able to participate in some of that as well. But I just want to be completely transparent with you guys that, you know, it's not that we're dying over here, or I'm like struggling and like, you know, begging for money on the street. It's not like that. It's just that in terms of channel growth, it's not where I would like it to be. It is significantly lower than it has been in the past year, essentially. Like basically this is like the lowest we've hit this year. And again, it's just a very low time for Breakers, so it's understandable. And I imagine it would tick back up come next season, but it's just a very toxic, unhealthy relationship with Breakers and YouTube that I would kind of like to get out of. And that's why I want to add other Dragon Ball games in the rotation, so we kind of do not have to worry about that. And that's why I tell this video that Breakers is not my last stand. Like I want to kind of prove and show that I am more than Breakers. I am more than just this one game. And I like to think I have slowly been proving that already with like Legends Rage comp. I like to think I could be entertaining with other games as well, besides just Breakers. And that's why I'm very excited for Sparking Zero, but also nervous because it's something familiar but very different at the same time. You've been hearing a lot of creators talk about it. There's been a lot of divisiveness in the scene because certain creators that are very prominent have gotten early access to the final build of the game, and meanwhile smaller creators are kind of scrambling like, what do we do, what do we do? And I'll admit, it actually took me back when I first heard about that, but people kind of got to understand, if you were given that opportunity as a creator, would you say no? Would you say no? Like, you can't really blame the creators in that sense. If you really want to blame anybody, you'd have to blame Bandai or whoever's handling the keys or these invites, whether it's a PR agency or whatever. You would blame them. You wouldn't blame the creators, because anybody would say yes to that opportunity. But I'm pretty much rambling at this point. Again, I kind of just want to give you guys the floor. I know some of y'all kind of like check out when I do these type of discussion videos, so I really do appreciate the people that are willing to hear me yap and are willing to hear my piece and my thought on things. Again, this isn't a matter of me quitting Breakers. It's kind of me just kind of unfortunately seeing the writing on the wall and just trying to grow and go with the times, man. I'm not trying to, if Breakers is truly gonna die, I don't want to die with it, man. I don't want this channel to go with it, you know what I mean? And I think a lot of you have been understanding of that in the comments, but I understand there are that majority that are here. Yeah, Cell Junior, that's actually that's a good image. I understand there are the people that sub specifically for the Breakers content. I've been there, dude. I've been there. I grew up watching YouTube. There are totally creators that I grew up watching them for a specific thing, and they stopped doing that thing. I stopped watching. Sometimes I would come back. Sometimes I would go check them out and see how they're doing. And sometimes they would stagnate with that game, or sometimes they would grow and move beyond, and occasionally they would come back and they wouldn't do as well, and they would grow with a different game. So it's just kind of interesting the way the YouTube landscape kind of works and whatnot. But again, I want to leave the floor open to you guys, what content you guys want to see with Sparking Zero, or what content you want to see in general, what creators you'd like to see me collaborate with. Now, I'm not saying if you guys say like, I don't know, like fucking Moist Critical or like Logan Paul or some shit, I don't know if I can make that happen, but like, there are some people that I am friendly with in the you know, Dragon Ball space, in the anime space, that I, am friends with. So if there are some creators you guys would like to see me collaborate with on the channel, or even outside of that, like, people like Stray or people like Loki that are not necessarily in the Dragon Ball space. Like, I would say Loki's probably more Sonic anime and Stray is more My Hero these days. But anybody, if there's anybody that you guys know that I know, or you think we would mesh well together, please let me know, and I'd be more than happy to reach out and see if we can make something happen. But that being said, if anybody is trying to break into the content creation scene for Sparking Zero, good luck. Like a lot of the guys have said, although it is very intimidating, this is definitely the best time to grow as a creator. And all I can kind of give for tips, shout out Jeremy, the Freezer Force soldier, is just to be consistent, man. To be consistent and be yourself and just do your own thing, man. Stop, like, I think sometimes I need to take my own advice. Shout out to Go Kaba, bro. They don't have base Kaba, or maybe I passed them already. But like, don't overthink things, and like, you're better off getting a video out there than overthinking it and trying to make a grandiose video, and then like it's too late, you missed the mark and that stuff. You know what I mean? But that being said, I think I've yapped here long enough. I am now 25 years of age. I'm slowly but approaching Unk status. So it's crazy to think I started this channel when I was like 23, I guess, at this point. And you look at the old videos, guys. Hold on, just for us. This is for us. Hold on. Down. Bro, look at this video, dude. Hold on, let me lower this a little bit. Bro, look how rough I look, man. Look how far we've come. Like, the bit rate on this was so awful. Dude, I look like a little boy there, dude. This was only 2 years ago. It is so crazy. I look like an entirely different person there, dude. And hold on, look at this thumbnail, fellas. Look at this thumbnail. Hold on. This thumbnail looks awful. This is a crazy video. I thought this video was gonna bang. I thought this was gonna be the it video. I actually won as Majin Buu in under like 5 minutes. Like, it was crazy. This has nothing relevant to what we're talking about. We were just talking about this on stream. I thought it was funny to bring up. That being said, boys, that's going to be the video. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Comment down below to any things I mentioned previously. And look at this glow up, man. Only 2 years, guys. Like, I got some skin on my bones. God damn, I'm a scrawny kid, dude. But yeah, I'll catch you boys later. Subscribe to the Geek channel for more videos like these, including Sparking Zero content, anything Dragon Ball related. And I'll catch y'all in the next one. Take care, stay safe, have fun. Peace out, dude. Peace out.